I've pressed record, so I am ready.
I have also pressed record. I'm not ready though, because like any second now, I'm apparently going to have a takeaway delivery happening. Who knows?
I'm ready for this. Hopefully Barry's ordered. I have a story to tell you. Sorry, that I got really too loud there.
Tell me.
Well, do you remember our first episode?
Yes, with Barry. Yeah,
with Barry. How like I got a knock on the door and we joked that it was the bailiffs.
Yep.
But it was actually a delivery driver coming in for this person called Barry. And I said how Barry often just like orders food to my address, and I get like deliveries. Well, the other week, like a few weeks ago, it's Saturday night. It is 2:00 in the morning. So it's it's very late, and I hear this like noise, like a really soft tap at my door, like really soft, like kind of scared. I'm like, I am not getting out of bed. I live alone. It's 2:00. Nothing good's coming out of that door. Eventually the knocking stops, and like I forget about it and go to sleep. And the next day I leave my house, and what do I find on my front doorstep? But like the baby Moses, Cloe, like the baby Moses, I find a munchie box and a can of Coke left out on my doorstep.
What?
Poor Barry. It's 2 a.m. Barry's got the munchies and he has not got his address right. So like, R.I.P. to Barry, because he's never seen that takeaway again.
How many things get delivered to you for Barry? How many times does this happen that this man has not learnt by this point? Oh, funnily enough, that actually is my food arriving.
Excellent. We're hanging.
And do I just keep recording? What do I do?
Well, yeah, I want to hear the whole interaction.
Well, okay. Well, you're not going to hear it, but okay.
It's fine. I'll talk to the people. Hi, people. How's it going? Thanks for putting up with my episode last week where I started and stammered my way through telling you about books. I'm sorry there was no Battlestar Galactica references. I've actually never seen Battlestar Galactica. Although I'm pretty sure one of the actresses was in a cult.
Enjoy.
Right. Okay. Hey, pal. Look,
Hi.
Listen. This is what I think we should do. Because it's going to upset me if you let your food go cold. I think we pause here. Cold. I know. But it's a lesser quality of life that I'm not allowing you to have. So what I'm saying is we stop it. We pause.
Okay.
We eat.
Okay.
And then we finish. But we can still chat whilst we eat.
All right. Okay. Fine. Pausing. Okay. Well, look at that magical editing. I've now eaten. And you've eaten now as well.
The magic of editing. We're no longer hungry. Which is kind of funny because the whole reason we've chosen our two topics that we want to go for is because we're hungry.
Yeah, we literally had quite a food-directed episode, and now it's still going to be quite a foodie subject. And
Heck
stuff,
yeah, it is.
Hey, I mean, I love. You're also yawning, like you've had a meal, and you're like, "Oh, I'm ready for nap time now."
I don't know what you're on about. I'm just as energetic as I was at the start of this.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Let me just go do some cat and I'll be right back.
What? Can you get that on Uber Eats as well? You just ask Barry.
In Dundee, maybe.
All the foods and deliveries aside, we've not actually spoken in like a couple of weeks, it feels like. We haven't recorded an episode at least in like 2 and a bit weeks. So
no,
welcome
not
back.
Together at least.
No.
Welcome back.
The last time that I was here, I was talking about my little week away. And I had a blue cheese pizza, from which now I have discovered, thank you very much, Cody, for your email, that Finland has blue cheese pizza as like a quite a common topping. I want this. I want this to be more in my normal rotation of food.
It's even more reason to go visit, isn't it?
Exactly.
Yeah.
But also with your episode last week, so I have a message for you from my wife.
Because
hell yeah.
I'm so ready for this.
Well, so in my episode, we said about how we had porn star martinis and how Charlie would take the shot of Prosecco and just pour it into the porn star martini, and that's how she would enjoy her porn star martinis. To which you said this is entirely wrong, and that we were doing it wrong because it's the money shot, and it's just wrong.
I'm not saying it's wrong. Yeah, it's not the way it was intended. I mean, you can drink a drink however you want.
I'm not saying it's wrong. I'm just saying the way you're doing it is wrong. It's not right. It's not right. Well, Phoebe, Charlie would like to say, don't tell me how to live my life. And that's the response from my wife for you. So, yeah, don't tell my wife how to live.
You know what? Fair. I'd like to say that Coco also said that's how he drinks it. So, like, you're doing it wrong, Babs. Like, just take your shot. It comes in a shot. Drink it as a shot. Also, can I just point out, like, do you ever just think that, like, an espresso martini is just a Jaeger bomb for, like, grown-ups?
I don't know what an espresso martini is. What's that?
Oh, it's like it's a coffee cocktail.
Oh,
so like,
what?
So like, it's basically just like here's a public service announcement, kids and people of drinking age.
Maybe not kids.
Maybe not kids. If you're listening to this and the kids, if you're listening to this and you're a kid, you're either Jack. Hi, Jack. I hope you have a good time swimming.
Hi, Jack.
Or you've come to the wrong place. Please turn off the podcast. This isn't for you.
Please leave.
Go home.
This service announcement from Phoebe is not for you.
Yeah, but don't have caffeine and alcohol, people. It's a terrible idea, especially if you're getting a bit older. Like, I would say after 22, 23, you should not be having caffeine and alcohol. Like, when your friend is really drunk, do not give them coffee to sober up. That's an awful idea. That's the worst idea. Get them like a sugary drink or some, like, probably not water, because water is really hard for your stomach, but like something carbonated, like sparkling water would be perfect.
Just eat some bread.
And eat some bread. Get some carbs in you. A good fry up. You'll be right. It's ready to have some hash browns.
Yes. Well, look, speaking of hash browns, Phoebe, I think we should flip a coin. It has been a few weeks. I don't even remember who the last person was that flipped a coin, because hash browns might be the topic of choice. I believe both of us have a foodie choice.
Yep.
And we can discuss what it is in a second. Also, I have seen my wife has entered the room as well. Hello. I told Phoebe your message of don't tell me how to live my life. Don't tell me how to drink my drink. There you go. That's then the second part of the response. There you go.
And you know what I've learned from that? Nothing. Because I have a pathological need to correct people.
But you're also a people pleaser. So how does that work?
I'm at war with myself constantly.
Gotcha. Is it like an internal monologue? Like,
yeah. Just believe me that no one hates me as much as me. At war constantly. Both sides. Ab and I up there.
You are so mean to yourself. So, what are you flipping? Are you flipping? You are not going to flip a roll of fucking packing tape.
I've got some parcel tape here, lads. And to make sure I know which side is which, I have the... Oh, no, it's rubbed off. Oh, no, it is. I have marked one side with some pen and one side's got no pen.
So I love that, like, before we went live, I was like, I have got like this lid off of a fake Play-Doh tin, and you were like, no, I've got something, don't worry. It's fucking parcel tape that you've marked with a marker. Great.
It also doubles as a bangle. It's not to be confused for the band. I like the bangles.
Oh God. Okay. Right. Well, I'll go for, what kind of mark have you put?
It kind of just says in.
I'll go for in.
In. I don't know how I'm going to flip this.
I don't know how you're going to flip it, but the recording's going to have a nice coin noise now. No, it's not. I'm keeping that in. Shit. What side was it?
In.
in. Oh, actually, in. You actually did right. Okay. Right. Yeah. Fantastic. Graceful flip this week. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Chloe.
We are going to do one of my favorite things to do. We are doing a tier list. And not just any tier list, as our segue explained, where you said about, was it hash browns? I've forgotten. Yes, hash browns.
Yeah,
I want to do a potato tier list. It's going to be about the potato preparation tier list. I think it's actually called like extensive potato preparation tier list. I think I sent it to you earlier, just in case.
Yeah, it is. If you're wanting to do this at home, it's on the website Tier Maker. If you've never used Tier Maker before, you should. This is more than a hobby now. It's part of my personality.
I thought you were lining that up to explain what Tier Maker was, but instead it was just use it.
Yeah, it's like from S rank to haven't tried it before. Mm-hmm. You rate something. So this one is extensive potato preparation, like you said, and we will share it on our socials.
Yes,
if I remember to do the socials.
I will forget. So don't forget as well. We've got S rank, A, B, C, F. I've added on my one, Phoebe, just so you know as well. And then haven't tried, because I think that like between S and C is a good amount of like, you know, because if you like a potato, I think you can safely say that between the C and S rank is quite reasonable. And then you've got to have like your shit potatoes, right? You've got to have a shit rank of potatoes, because I don't think there is an in between. I think there's a pretty mid potato and then there's shit.
Well, to quote my hero, Dolly Parton, I've never met a potato I didn't like.
There you go. So are we thinking right now that the F tier is actually going to be empty?
No, I've definitely got something I want to put into it.
Oh, okay.
Straight away.
All right. Well, with that as well, there's some, I don't know if there is some on this list that I haven't tried. I've not actually looked at the entire list. I kind of went like, these ones have names on them. That's easy to do. Let's do it. So starting with potato wedges. Phoebe, how do you feel about potato wedges? What do they remind you of?
What do they remind me of?
Yeah. Do you not look at food and get like memories? Because I do.
Well, potato wedges honestly reminds me of like a Domino's meal deal, where it's like kind of the only option that I liked of the sides. And and honestly the F, yeah.
Wait, the F?
The F rank was created for this beast.
Wait,
I'm just putting it out there.
You just got my hopes up so much. Like, yes.
Wedges ain't shit.
Ah.
They're still good because they're potato, but they're the shittest form of potato.
I mean, look, okay, I can agree with you for that. For right now, I'll say, look, I agree, because just in case there's anything else on this list that is shitter, I will move it up. But
okay, I feel this.
For now,
right.
For now, I can agree that this is probably the weakest form of potato.
What about you? What memories does potato wedgies?
Honestly, exactly the same. Like, if you weren't going to say like the Domino's meal deal, it is literally that. Like, because we have like the knockoff version of Domino's here, so like
which is really good. I actually
really
much
good.
prefer your knockoff like Domino's.
But the same, like you get the little box of wedges and stuff, and they're so nicely seasoned and stuff. Maybe it's because I haven't had Domino's wedges in so long that like my association now is the brand that's here. Either way, it's probably the weakest form of potato for now.
I think as well, it also reminds you of school dinners when they stopped, like after Jamie Oliver, fuck you Jamie Oliver, stopped like schools having chips. We'd get wedgies instead, and they would just be the worst kind of thing. I just hated school wedgies.
Fair.
Like school dinner wedgies were really bad.
I mean, I would hate wedgies as well, but that's different.
That's the thing with your underpants.
Thank you. Now that I'm 31, I'm glad that my old person humor isn't above you.
Side note, just before we started recording whilst we were both eating, I made Chloe watch a YouTube video with me about the abandoned history of the failed Mr. Blobby attractions, like the 2 different Crinkly Bottom locations. And we're just saying that, like, I had no idea.
Right. But like, how did Mr. Blobby have a baby? That's what I want to know.
And you know what? The video never explained.
It didn't. It said about Mrs. Blobby, but it was like, and their son. I'm like, hang on. When did this become a thing? I didn't like how they were parading it around the park as well. That's horrifying.
What, their lovemaking?
No, the baby. There was a clip. I don't know if you saw, but there was a clip in that video where there was Mrs. Blobby and Mr. Blobby, like a good few meters apart, and she was holding the baby, and they were rocking it as if they were going to launch the baby to Mr. Blobby. And I was literally like, what the fuck is happening? And then he cut the video as that like was happening. But
I really like. Do you know how like the younger generation, the generation that is now a teenager but was born in the 2000s, right?
Yes.
You know that generation, yeah. They're like the 90s Y2K is back in, but like no one's out there like rocking up in blobbycore outfits.
Give it time.
Like that was the reality.
Give it time. I mean, Barbie's back up now. Like, who knows? Mattel's taken Barbie onto the big screen. There could be a Mr. Blobby resurgence.
Ah, yes. These two things are comparable.
It's because it's pink, Phoebe. That's my brain just went like,
oh okay.
Yeah, pink.
I was also telling Chloe that like in Scotland, I think it's just Scotland. There's like I think it's breaks. It might be Bairns. Oh, I can't remember. But like it's like a Greg's equivalent. Basically, it's like you get a morning roll and like there's cakes and pastries. But they have my whole life had a Mr. Blobby biscuit, and they still do. Like I could still walk down the high street and get a Mr. Blobby biscuit, but Mr. Blobby ain't been on the TV since before I was born. Like, what the fuck?
He's a national treasure, Phoebe.
He's a fucking horrible psychopath.
He is, but he's still a national treasure.
What happened to his kid? Where's his wife?
No, I really need to know.
What happened to him?
Know this information.
So
right.
hash browns.
Yeah. So because there's two different types of hash browns that I'm seeing there.
There's three actually.
Oh yeah, there is three. Okay, so you go off. You tell me your thing first.
Well, okay, the first one's right. I wouldn't call those hash browns. I'd probably call them potato rotis.
Rotis? What do you mean by that?
Oh God, hold on.
Okay.
I'm now fact checking myself.
Because the way that I see those hash browns is like the American style of hash brown, where it's like
Rusty. I meant a rusty. Is basically the same ingredients, where it's like potato.
Which is it's grated potato, like loosely grated potato with just cornstarch and onion and fried.
Yeah, that's exactly what. So like this one looks more like a potato rusty to me, which is like those.
Yeah. Kind of.
I would probably call them that rather than a hash brown, which I see as more as like the third option on the list.
That is how I would make hash browns. So like when I used to make hash browns for me and Charlie in the morning, to go with like our vegan bacon breakfast or whatever, I would make hash browns in that sense, where it's kind of like a loose hash brown.
Loosey-goosey.
A loosey-goosey hash brown. This version of hash brown, I would probably give a C tier, personally.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because, I mean, it's going to be spoilers, but the third type that's there is my S tier.
Okay, well, I'm actually going to give that kind of potato rusty, because I make those and I would call them potato rusty, but it's basically that. I would give that A tier. That with the fried egg. It's probably one of my favorite like dinners to make myself.
Fair, okay.
I never make it for myself anymore, but I used to when I was a student. I had time.
Right.
I would make that.
Fair
okay,
enough.
then we got this middle one, and I mean they're more like tater tots.
They're smaller versions, so they're kind of like they're chopped up hash browns. Again, I think it's Americanized because you would have this with, it's like breakfast potatoes that you would have in America. Again, I like them. I would say B.
I'm happy with giving them a B. They look tasty. They don't look like they're like mind blowing, but they look like they would fill the. They're pretty
good. Like you have them with a fry up. They're pretty nice side dish of like the small chopped up potatoes. Nice. The third type here, which is my favorite, which is basically the McDonald's hash brown that you would have, like the perfectly rectangle with the rounded corner hash brown. Ah, divine. I love them. Greasy, disgusting to touch, and great in my mouth. That's S tier at the top. Done.
I'm going to put these in A rank because I do like them, but I wouldn't say the rest for me.
I mean, that's fair, but you're wrong.
Okay, well, shot your Prosecco next time you have a voice over routine and then we can talk.
Okay. Home fries. I think home fries, from what I'm seeing, it's kind of similar to the Americanized hash brown by the look of it, but skin on.
But there's no onion in it, and it's just like, to me, it just seems like a chopped up potato that's not that hasn't been boiled first, so it's going to be really not good.
Like a quite a strong one.
I think these look abhorrent. I'm going to put wedgies to C and put those in F.
I mean,
awful.
That's fair. I quite like the look of them. I'm actually going to say that they can go into C with the first style of hash brown for me. I quite like a sink your teeth in moment. I like a food that fights me back, you know?
Sorry, I just want you to know that I was Googling American home fries just to see what a recipe would like, and I accidentally typed in American home fires. I was really confused by my results. I was like, what?
Baby.
Oh, actually, these look really good. Okay. They look kind more like... They look like tiny roast potatoes.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what I'm imagining them that they are. They look good to me. But I'm a potato fiend.
And they do boil them first. Okay, it's not going to F. Okay, wedgie's going back down. I'm going to go to C. So...
Yeah, I'm in a C as well. They're in a C for me.
Okay.
We are in agreement. Go on, Phoebe. Next one.
So the next one is latkes.
I think latkes. Apologies if
I'm
we're
so
saying
sorry.
it wrong.
Is this not like a traditional Jewish food?
I believe so. We can fact check as we go.
Just don't type in American home fires. It's quite upsetting.
Traditionally prepared to celebrate Hanukkah.
Ah.
There you go. So it can be made with other ingredients than just potatoes, sometimes with cheese, onion, and zucchini.
They look amazing. I will say that although I have never tried these, and we should probably put it in haven't tried, I want to put it up in A or S.
I think I have tried them, but a fucking long time ago. But I don't remember having a bad time with them. I think for argument's sake, I'm just going to go with C, mainly just because I don't have like a great memory in terms, not like bad memory, just that I just don't have like a long-term memory that serves me well.
Yeah,
we can move on. We can go to the next one so that
I've put it in haven't tried. Okay,
fair.
So what's the next one, Chloe?
It's tater tots.
I don't think I've ever tried a tater tot.
So where you were going off on one about the potato wedges with Jamie Oliver, my score substituted in tater tots instead of chips.
It substituted in tater tots.
Yes. I don't think it was in relation to the Jamie Oliver thing, because I think I'm a bit older than you, so that I think when that actually happened, I don't think I was having school dinners by that time. But tater tots were what my school used to serve instead of chips in general. And I fucking loved them. I used to devour tater tots. I used to be that kid that, I mean, I did this in general anyway, and like, not that I would ever have repercussions at this point. I'm 31 years old, but I used to steal so many tater tots and cookies from the lunch, because it would be like a buffet style where you like take your tray and you go down, you take what you want, and then you pay for it at the end. At least like that's how my school worked.
They trusted you like that?
Yeah, well, they shouldn't have. Because like I used to make so much money by like taking the cookies from the counter and then going out and dishing them out for money in the playground. But yeah, I used to have pockets full of tater tots and cookies. So you know how like we used to take the piss out of Pink in our recent trip to Disneyland, how she would shove the bread into her pockets.
Oh yeah, pocket bread. Yeah.
I would be the tater tots and cookies.
Pocket full of tater tots is a really cute Tumblr name. Like that's all my brain's thinking. Pocket full of tater tots. Oh, bless.
Oh dear.
That's so twee. That's fucking no, not in a million years would they let us. There was like 3 dinner ladies, and they all be like, "What would you like, my love?" And then like they like serve you up.
Okay.
And you could sometimes be like, "Could I get that specific one?" And like if they were nice, they'd be like, "Yeah." If they'd had enough of your shit, they'd be like, "No, you're getting the one you get." But can I have another side tangent? Because
it's Explaterate. We're here to just talk.
This is a really embarrassing story. So when I was about 5, right? I was a very tiny child. I really struggled eating. Fun story, guys. No, it is. I really struggled eating just because I was always unwell and couldn't breathe very well. And you know, it's like when you can't breathe, it's really hard to eat. And my mum was a chef, so like the food at home was really good. Like growing up, food was so fucking good. And then you like suddenly get school dinners, you're like, this is awful. This is disgusting. And I once apparently went up to the school dinner ladies and basically said, there needs to be it needs more wine in the gravy. And they told me, I was 5, such a pretentious wee shite. And they told me that if I don't like it, tell my mum to make my lunches. Like such a pretentious wee shite. But like I was like a little cordon bleu, like, you know, just like going around the kitchen being like, this is not up to my standards. Like
5-year-old baby like needs more wine.
You need more wine in the gravy.
I fucking love that. That's
more
incredible.
pretentious wee shite. Sorry, okay.
Well, look,
tater tots.
I had no gripe with my tater tots and the dinner ladies. I used to love them fucking tater tots. They're A tier for me. They're below the hash browns, but they're still greasy enough on my fingers that I'm still loving the food that fights me, and I'm having it in A.
Right, next. It's crisps. Now, what do you think of? What's your first thought when you think of crisps?
That I can never just have one packet. Whenever I have had like a packet of like, always what comes to mind is like Walker's 6-pack of ready salted, and anyone in my entire family household, you have a bag in the house. The whole bag is gone by the time that we've come home from Asda. Like it's just devoured. Yeah. Open one. It's like the whole Pringles. Once you pop, you just can't stop. With that fucking crinkle of that bag opens, and it's a flock of seagulls in the house, right? All the fucking bags are devoured by like maybe 2 hours. It's an easy S tier for me. I
am much the same. I'm a crisp fiend. I will say, like, the thing that annoys me about crisps, right? Here's is the fact that you can't really readily recycle crisp packets, so you have to kind of like hoard them up. So my brain has a logical workaround for this, which is like I buy the share bags because it's less plastic, and then I will eat the whole share bag to myself.
I love that.
But I'm saving the environment because at least it's less plastic. But yeah, I mean, the Walker's family joke is how few crisps are in a fucking packet these days.
Oh, it's so bad. It's just air. You're just buying air now.
But also like with like having a family crisp, you know, the family share bags. Mm-hmm. I learned like every single flavor, including the one that no one else in my family liked. No one else liked salt and vinegar, so I would always have the salt and vinegars. But I also really love prawn cocktail, ready salted, and cheese and onion. So like, I would eat the ones I prefer. So I'd eat the cheese and onion and the prawn cocktail, even though I knew John really likes prawn cocktail, Dad really likes cheese and onion. Probably the ready salted as well. And then I would just leave it so that the end of the bag would all mine and be like, oh, Phoebe's not eating a crisp. No, I've eaten everyone else's as well because I'm evil. And I know none of you are going to touch those ones, so there's no rush to eat them.
I was going to ask whether you had a preferred flavor because I'm the same. I literally was the person who learned to eat all of the flavors so that in my family, whenever, because I think it was my nan only ate ready salted, my granddad loved cheese and onion, and my mum would eat the roast chicken flavor. So I would eat all of their flavors and then have like the prawn and cocktail bags, which were my personal favorite, to be like the end ones that no one else would touch. And bacon. Bacon was like incredible.
See, I was saying prawn cocktail, but my actual favorite flavor, which is never in those share packs, is the pickled onion flavored Walker's crisps. They're really hard to find, and they also stink out a room. You cannot eat those and be like, it's like heating fish in the microwave at work. You just don't do it. You just don't do it.
Yeah, that's fair. No, I get like ravenous over crisps. I can't help myself. I'll have crisps in a sandwich. I will have any type of crisps. It doesn't have to be Walker's crisps. It's just crisps. I am here for it.
I would say that I would never have a sweet treat again as long as I can still eat crisps.
Absolutely. Yeah, I agree. And I'm going to say as well, because I see the next thing on the list is a crinkle cut crisps. It's the same thing for me.
Oh,
do you not like it?
Oh, well, no, as we discussed, a fiend.
Yeah.
But like, not my preference. I will say that it goes to a B.
Right. Interesting.
It's definitely not S rank. It's not filling me with excitement. I might eat it.
I have like a disgusting way of eating crisps, right?
Oh, God.
It's not as bad as this whole like, have you seen the really disturbing like mashed potato crisps that went round on TikTok?
No.
Where people were saying like, it's a hack. And you would put ready salted crisps, you boil them and then mash them into mashed potato. And that would people be being like, you can make mashed potato from crisps.
Season.
It's horrible.
Just season your food,
it's
people.
So
My
disgusting.
God.
But yeah, anyway, I have a disgusting way of eating crisps that's not that bad. But I like to lick the toppings, the flavor off of the crisp,
right,
and then eat the crisp. And I will do it. It doesn't matter how the crisp is delivered to me. It can be a Pringle, it can be a crinkle cut, or it can be just like your normal box standard crisp.
Right. You delivered to you. I was imagining like Taskmaster style, like someone comes in with a cloche and like just opens it up and there's a single crisp on a plate. Like, doesn't matter how it's delivered to me. You're sitting at the Ritz with a crisp in front of you and you're like, just like giving it all that with your tongue, like on either side. Yes.
No. In shape in how it's delivered to me, I will still lick the seasoning off before I eat the crisp. And for me, the crinkle cut or Pringle like shape crisps always have more flavoring on than your normal crisps. I still rank normal crisps higher because they're just so moreish and they're just easier, they're lighter, it's nice. But the crinkle cut ones are packed with so much flavor. I'll make a packet of crisps last half an hour.
Okay. Well, okay, I have a few thoughts, right? My first one, all right? Okay, listen to this. Yes, it does have more seasoning because it has a larger surface area because if you think of all the creases. So yeah, it's going to have more seasoning. 2, I don't like that you're licking you live your life and I'm glad you're happy and don't ever change. But that's fucking whack. That's fucking whack. That's like people eating like do you remember when you're a kid and people used to eat what are they called? Jaffa cakes. And they like they try and just lick the whole chocolate off. Then they'd eat the orange jelly bit. And then you'd eat the cake. And like, I'm seeing you right now because I know this is the type of kid that you were. And I just like, I had so many friends. I'm like, why can't you just eat it? Why do you have to make a production of it? But I do get it. Because like you're bored and you just, it's again with like I didn't play with my food. I wasn't allowed to play with my food. And there are people who get to, it's just like, there's no wine in the gravy. 5-year-old me is still.
It wasn't just Jaffa cakes. I also did it with After Eights.
Do you do it with Kit Kats? Please say you do it with Kit Kats.
Not as bad with Kit Kats, but I would bite the ends off and try and take at least the top off the Kit Kat and then eat the rest.
Were you one of the kids that tongued a cream egg?
Yes.
Yeah. And that's when we knew she was a lesbian, folks.
The signs were there. Even though I came out at 13.
To be honest, I think that's the only way you can eat a cream egg.
It's the only decent way, unless you got chips, according to that advert. Do you remember that?
No.
You don't remember that? There was like the whole advert campaign that was like how you eat your cream egg. And there'd be like the normal, like, oh, I just eat it, or I'll put my tongue in it. And then there'd be the one, I think it was like one woman that was like with a chip and would just dunk it into the egg. And it upset like everyone.
Oh my God, no.
Oh dear. I've still never tried it, but at some point I will.
I think that would taste fine, honestly.
Yeah.
I kind of, to be honest, I don't know if you get this, but like the inside of a cream egg just tastes like Calpol to me.
I can see that. Yeah. Big fan of Calpol.
I'm going to put crinkle cut as a B. You're staying with S?
I'm putting crinkle cut in A because I still prefer potato chips, like just normally.
Okay, this next one is a tornado potato, which, America, you're funny. I just want to point out, you're funny, America.
What do you mean? You not had a tornado potato? Are you just upset with how I attacked you with that, or?
I'm not sure if you're joking. Like, your face is giving me like...
No, like I've had that.
What, in the UK?
Yeah, I've made it. Like quite a few times. It's fun. Maybe you need to play with your food. You just spiralize a potato and stretch it and cook it.
All right, okay. No, I never had it.
It's fun as shit. I will tell you that definitely do not make it for yourself unless you've got like an hour to be half disappointed with how you're making it. The taste of it is incredible, like especially if you season it correctly. But if you don't cook it like enough that you can like cut it and spread it properly, you'll end up like breaking the potatoes. You'll get like parts of spirals. Like it doesn't quite work. It's tornado potato, for those that don't know it or can't see it. You just imagine skewering a potato and then spiralizing it so that it's literally like, what are those slides?
An accordion.
Oh yeah, that would have been better. Yeah, accordion. I was thinking like the Helter Skelters. I don't know why that came into my brain. This is why I said we should do a word dissociation thing.
Do you know what I think? Do you know what I think about way too often?
What?
How Charles Manson had no idea what a Helter Skelter was, which is part of the why he thought of the White Album and interpreted it to this like chaotic thing that he did, because he wrote Helter Skelter and like he got one of his like people to in one of the murder houses, but like he had no idea what a Helter Skelter was, and it's just really funny to me to picture someone telling him that the Helter Skelter is just a slide that you get a sack, you put your feet in the sack, and then you go down the slide. And that's it.
Oh my God. Oh, excuse me. I'm sorry. Sorry. Yeah, so the Helter Skelter of potatoes. So where are you putting it then? You haven't tried it?
I haven't tried it, so I can't tier it. Where are you putting it?
All right, well, I'm going to put it into C. Because it's probably as much fun as I imagine the home fries are, where you kind of, it's the I like to fight my food category.
Next one.
Go on.
Raw potato. Just a raw potato. Raw dogging a potato.
Please never describe it as raw dogging a potato. I don't want that image. But also, I don't know about you, but I'm going to say haven't tried. Because you shouldn't eat raw potatoes.
It's how to get a tummy ache, but I have tried it.
Have you?
Enough. Yeah. You've never just bitten into a potato before, don't you?
Yeah, of course I have. But like, have you swallowed it?
Yeah. You get a really bad tummy ache.
Feed Phoebe, you're not supposed to eat a raw potato.
Yeah, well,
Oh, okay. That's a great argument, actually.
there's lots of things you shouldn't eat. I've seen you eat quite a fair few things that you shouldn't eat.
Fair.
Like popping candy and baked beans together.
What's wrong with that? Raise good money for charity, that did.
This is true, dude. How's your aversion to baked beans going?
Fucking hate baked beans. But that's not because of the popping candy. That's because I had to live on baked beans for every meal of the day for like 2 months.
All right. Okay. Next one. Moving on from the raw potato.
Mm-hmm.
Mashed potato.
Fucking S tier.
Fucking S tier. One of my favorite meals. Bangers and mash.
How do you prepare your mash?
Oh shit. Right. Well, I'm gonna have like some big old potatoes. Probably gonna half a quarter, depending on how the size is. I'm gonna boil those for probably slightly longer than you should, because that's how I like my potatoes.
Mm-hmm.
I then gonna take it out. I'm gonna get a huge old fuck off knob of butter, put that in there, and then I'm gonna put my potatoes back in once they've been drained, mash them up, add me milk, and then season. If I've got salt and pepper. I really like Amarats. I use Amarats and everything. It's basically MSG, but like it's amazing.
Are you a lump or a not lump?
I don't care if there's some lumps, and that's mostly because I'm lazy and I can't be bothered making it completely smooth. I also think when it's completely smooth, it's too much like potato soup, which we'll get to.
Yeah, fair.
So I also really like mayo in my mashed potato.
That's fair.
I think mayo makes it much creamier.
Mm-hmm.
And is like, if you ever get shitty mashed potatoes, say like you're getting a microwave meal mashed potato, a bit of mayo in there will completely liven it up.
KFC mashed potato.
Absolutely not. Right. I like KFC's chicken, but KFC's does not know how to cook a potato because those chips are rancid. They even had a whole marketing ad about how bad their chips were, and then they like, we improved our chips, and we were all like, no, the fuck you didn't. Like, they're fucking shocking. And then their mash is awful.
It's sad.
I hate baked beans. The gravy upsets me. The coleslaw is shit. How do you fuck up coleslaw? It's coleslaw. It's gross. The corn is sweaty and disgusting. And I will still eat there because I am a human bit of garbage.
You'll still eat there and you'll still cry at their Christmas adverts.
Oh, it wasn't a Christmas advert. It was just an advert.
I thought it was Christmas for some reason.
No. It's just a really sad advert.
Shit.
Stop.
God damn it. All right, well, look.
Right, mashed potato S tier. How do you make yours?
Pretty much the same, but sometimes I don't add the milk. It depends on how creamed the potatoes that I want, because I'm here for lumpy mash and I'm here for really nice creamy mash. I think if I had a potato ricer, I would probably make it with with that as well, so it becomes even more soft. But sometimes I even put cheese in it.
Yeah, I will say try a bit of mayo. Even if you're not a mayo fiend, just try a bit of mayo in there, and like it honestly makes it so much creamier.
I've had potatoes with mayo before. I love it. I know. I'll even sprinkle some chives on top if I'm feeling it. Who knows?
Oh, chives are really good to grow. Have you ever had chive flowers?
No.
You can eat the flowers. So when like chives go to flower, they like pew, and they're really tasty. If you want like it in your salad or something like that.
Really cute.
Yeah. Okay. The next one is scalloped potatoes.
Yes.
These look more like potato dauphinoise to me.
Isn't it the same thing? Or is it not the same thing? Because isn't scalloped potato is essentially the potato pasta dish sort of thing, but it's just scalloped potato.
Potato pasta dish, what?
Because it's like kind of the same, like you prepare it as if like you were going to prepare a lasagna, and it's like layered up potato with some sauce, and then you bake it.
Oh, so it doesn't contain cheese, so no.
Oh, okay. There's
There's just cream.
Yeah.
And and a flavorful stock.
Yeah. And it's just like a layered up thing, but sauce and then layer potato and then sauce and then layer potato and then sauce layer. It's like a potato lasagna.
Yeah, I'm gonna give that a C.
I have and haven't tried this. I haven't tried just a scallop potato like as the dish, but we used to do something similar to this. So in some like Iranian dishes, my dad's Iranian, those that maybe don't know that, I don't know. In some Iranian dishes, the way that you prepare rice so that you could have tadik, which is like meant to be like the kind of more like gristly, harsh rice at the bottom of the pan, because they kind of flip out the pan and you get like a cake rice like delivery. Sometimes you could have that prepared with like potatoes on the bottom instead, so that when you flip it, you get like these like crispy, kind of like roasty potatoes on top. But the way that my dad used to also spin it was that he would kind of do this like sauce with potato like on the top. It kind of really, in hindsight, my dad was maybe quite disgusting in this, but like it reminded me of the episode of Friends with the is it the trifle?
Oh, the trifle.
Yeah.
Where the Rachel gets the recipe wrong because 2 pages are stuck together.
Yes.
So she makes half shepherd's pie, half traditional trifle.
Yes. That is basically the kind of meals that my dad would like invent and then be like, hey, everyone, come and try it. And I remember having like a dish that looked very similar to this scallop potato thing, where it's like the sauce and potatoes, but on top of rice as a cake.
That sounds good.
I fucking loved
cool
it.
With it. Honestly, you know, the more you tell me about your dad, the more I'm here for his choices.
It's a B tier for me.
B tier. I've gone for C. I feel like if it was cheese, it'd be different. Right. What's the next one, Cloe?
Hasselback potato. So I believe, I don't know if this is correct or not, but is it not just the kind of same thing as the tornado potato, but they're prepared like you take them off the skewer before you actually bake them, I think.
Well, there was never a skewer in the first place, but yeah.
Oh, okay.
Skewer, I hardly know her. It's more like it's not cut
like
all
sliced.
the way through. Yeah, but it's not cut all the way through.
Gotcha.
So it's like the base is
fanned.
It's so that you get a more even cook in less the time. That's basically what it is. It's like it's the same reason that like I know you don't eat meat, but if you ever have meat on the bone, like say you're preparing chicken thighs or chicken legs, you should always like put some cuts through, so that you're creating like more chances for the heat to penetrate and then cook it through better. And also there's more places for the sauce to go through and marinate.
Gotcha.
I really like food, Cloe. I don't know about you.
I mean,
hot take.
I fucking love potatoes, at least.
Hasselback potatoes. I've a B tier. Maybe I've had some awful ones, actually. I'm going to put a C tier. I've had some really bad ones. I think like oftentimes when you go to like a fancy place, the Hasselbacks have been sitting out for ages and therefore they just... Yeah.
Okay, fair. I'm putting them in C alongside the tornado. All right, next up, Phoebe.
Potato soup.
I'm a big fan. Are you not?
I love leek and potato soup.
What's wrong with the potato soup?
I feel like it's just like, you know how I kind of don't like my mash too creamy.
Right,
because
okay.
I think this is what it becomes.
Like a texture thing.
It's a texture thing for me. It's a bit too like, yeah, it needs the leek or it needs something else in there.
I mean, that's very fair.
Yeah, for me, it's an F. I'm sorry.
Oh my gosh. Is your F tier just potato wedges and potato soup now?
No, raw potatoes in there.
Oh. I mean, that's fair enough. I'm going to put it into B for me because, like, I will sometimes make myself a potato soup for lunch. Like, it's not my go-to. It's not my preferred, but, like, it ain't bad. I will take a potato soup over the top of, like, Hasselback potato.
I think, to be fair, I once went to a friend's house and bless her, every time I went to this friend's house, their parents did not cook. They were not cookers, if that made sense.
Right.
They and like I had a lasagna once and it was basically soup, and it's put me off lasagna for life. It was so awful. It was the worst thing. Oh, you know, when you have to politely eat, and it's just like, oh, this is awful. And this one time for lunch, she'd prepared potato soup. I think it was potato and cheese soup, and it was just like flavorless, like just nothing there. And my dad came to collect me, and like I remember in the car home, he's like, "What the hell was that you were eating?" I was like, "It was potato soup." He's like, "Was it good?" I was like, "It didn't taste like anything. It was awful."
You should have turned up with a bottle of wine.
I didn't drink. There was no wine in the gravy. Such a pretentious wee shite.
That's going to be the name of the episode. All right. Gnocchi.
How does gnocchi make you feel?
Oh, okay. I was going to say, have you not tried? I didn't know whether you were shaking your head because you've not tried it, or if you just don't rate it very high. I think it's the second.
I just don't. I don't fuck with gnocchi. I don't like it at all.
I love gnocchi. Gnocchi's good shit. It's little bite size, you know? Like it reminds me of the tater tots. It brings me back to those memories. Apart from the tater tots are more like greasy fried and bad for you. Gnocchi is like, I will still pan fry. Like they would definitely not look as pale as those gnocchi do in that picture. I would pan fry after that. So that you get a nice like crisp around like the tiny little packages of love, you know?
See, I've never tried them like I've only tried them like what it is in the picture. And the thing is, for me, it's once again a texture thing.
Yeah.
Where it's just like, if I wanted pasta, I'd have pasta. If I wanted potatoes, I'd have potatoes. Gnocchi is not filling the void between those two things. It's just making it apparent that I'm not eating one or the other. Like, instead of the best of both worlds, it's the worst of both worlds. Like it is. It's a no for me. That's a solid F. I'm actually moving wedges up to C because of my hatred for gnocchi.
Fair. I'm putting it into B because I wouldn't prepare it like that. I have always had gnocchi at least pan fried after you have like boiled it to that point. Because that, when you boil it in a pan and then have it straight out of that, it's just a wet, soggy potato. No one likes that. That's weird. Once you pan fry it and get a nice little crispiness, fucking incredible. Anyway.
So I think I've only tried them once and I really hated it, so I've never tried it again.
That's
so maybe
fair.
I just need to try them again. But it was a no from me.
Fair.
Okay, Chloe. Next one.
The next one is pierogies.
Yes.
I don't know if I've ever had pierogies.
No, I don't think I have either. I really want to because they look amazing.
Yeah.
But I guess we just need to befriend a Polish person to make us pierogies.
Yeah, that's gonna be, apart from a raw potato, which you shouldn't technically eat. That's the first thing that I haven't tried.
Okay, some of us like to be daredevils. Some of us enjoy living life on the edge and eating raw potatoes every now and again. The next one is potato mochi. I've never had a potato mochi.
I went through a period of time, January 2022. When did I move to Ireland? 2022. Oh. So when my wife moved to Ireland before I did, I came to Ireland like a month and a half after Charlie did. During that time, Pokemon Legends Arceus came out. And in that game, one of the main recurring themes is that somebody makes you potato mochi. And I became so obsessed with the idea of potato mochi that I learned how to make it. And the entire month and a half that I was apart from Charlie, I had the baked beans for like my main source of like dinner. And then I would have potato mochi as like a snack. And I just make it to myself like every day I think I only had the mochi probably for like a week out of like that month and a half, to be fair. But I enjoyed what I made for myself. I would like to actually try it from someone making it for me because I probably made it horrifically wrong. But listen, I was here for it. It's going to be an S tier for me.
Oh my goodness. Oh, well, I'm excited for one day to go to Japan and try potato mochi.
Yes.
Okay, so the next one is smashed potatoes.
Fuck yeah. You like smashed potatoes, right?
I don't think I've ever
Maybe.
had them.
It's just
Or called
fucking
them
like
that.
you get your roasties and then like once they're like partly cooked, you smash them with a fork and then you stick them back in the oven.
No, never had them.
Smashed potatoes is fucking great. It's like that line between you don't really want mash, but you don't want like a lumpy mash, but you don't really want roast potatoes. So you have like the good in between. Kind of smashed potatoes is what I have to make Charlie, where Charlie doesn't like a good roasty where it's fluffy on the inside, because if it's fluffy, it reminds her of mash, so she won't eat it. But a smashed potato is crispy and flat. It's a good deliverable. It's a thick crisp, right? Good shit.
I mean, I think I would fucking love it. I just never had them.
Good shit. A. S.
Oh, S. Shit.
S.
Nice.
Mm-hmm. Croquettes.
S tier.
Yeah?
Yeah.
See, I think they're just a bigger tater tot.
But they've got cheese. Cheese in it. And I shouldn't have cheese, which makes it so much more appealing for me.
I think they're going to be an A for me. In the same as tater tots. They just remind me of the same thing. I'm sorry.
Okay, Chloe, the next one. I feel like this is difficult because like if this is made well, it can be really good.
Mm-hmm.
You have to be in the mood for it. It's also like we've all had it and it's been awful. We've all had it and it's been like the worst thing we've ever eaten. And that is, ladies and gentlemen, potato salad.
Can I make an assumption here? And I don't know whether this is just a stereotype because I feel like it is like a memed thing, but is the worst potato salad that you've ever had during the summer and someone's brought it to a barbecue?
Yep. Yep.
And it just seems to be the thing, isn't it? Like, why is it that someone always brings potato salad to a barbecue and it's always the worst fucking thing when the mayo's been sat in the sun for too long? Like,
it's because it's the person who doesn't know how to cook will always bring a potato salad because it's unthreatening. How can you fuck up potato salad? Because it's really just new potatoes boiled. Once they're boiled, you add mayo. Maybe some chives if you're feeling fancy, but like I think it's going to be C for me because honestly sometimes a potato salad slaps, but what I would prefer honestly is just new potatoes with the option of mayo on the side.
Yeah, very fair.
Like very nicely cooked new potatoes with some butter and some seasoning, maybe some mint.
Ooh. See, potato salad is ruined for me. So it's going to be a C for me as well, a very low C, because potato salad is not as good as another Persian dish that my dad used to make. I can't remember the name of it, but imagine a potato salad, but then add in, this may be disgusting for some people, I don't know, but add in pickles, add in boiled eggs, add in chicken, like pulled apart chicken.
Yeah.
And oh God, what's the last thing? There's like one other thing that I can't remember of, but it's like a vinegary taste. But all of that together, like, and then like smash it all up. And then that is like a traditional side dish that you can get. And I love that. That has spoilt me over like normal potato salad.
See, I just hate boiled potatoes, but boiled eggs rather. Sorry, boiled eggs are disgusting. So to me,
that's very fair. But imagine like all of that then, like without the like a boiled egg in the middle of it.
Yeah, sounds really. To be honest, I was like, do you know what would be really good for that? Pomegranates. I don't know why my brain was just like that would be because like you get the pickle and you get the pomegranate. Maybe I'm fucking strange though. I'm pretty strange.
You're not strange. Don't worry. Next one, Phoebe.
Next one. It's a baked potato, Chloe.
It is a baked potato. I get ridiculed for how I eat a baked potato.
How do you eat a baked potato, Chloe?
Well, Charlie used to laugh at me because sometimes, since I am the only person in this house that would eat a baked potato, I don't go out all the way of like making the perfect jacket potato where it's like you get your beans and you get your cheese and you get like in your tuna or whatever you put onto your baked potato, right? That used to be my choice in work and stuff. But if I was making it for me at home and Charlie's having something else for dinner, I'll probably just have it in one hand and just, like an apple, take a good old chunky bite out of it. Wouldn't like slice it open like a normal potato. Obviously, like prick it and stuff. You cook it so you don't get an explosion of a potato in the oven. But I would just eat it like an apple.
I think that's completely fair. I don't have a problem with that.
Thank you.
I don't have a problem with this as long as it's salted.
Yeah. Seasoned. Definitely seasoned. Like I would probably like maybe, how like sometimes if you have a boiled egg, like you cut the top off and then like you put like your salt and stuff on top of like the boiled egg or like soldiers or whatever. Yeah, you just said about you don't have. But like,
that sounds revolting to me.
But I would do that. Imagine that. So like a baked potato, you like cut the top off.
I like
and then like you have like the salt.
the top and then just
pretty much
season it.
Yeah. That's what I would do. And then have like your butter and just like, yeah.
A baked potato is an S tier for me, by the way. That's where that's going. Because I will see a baked potato with tuna, mayo, and then cheese. And then there's a ham salad on the side. Oh, man. I could eat that any day. That's like so good.
Going high A for me.
Okay, that's fair. What the fuck is warm potato? Is warm potato salad just what I was talking about? Oh, I guess it is. Okay.
Maybe it's salad. Warm potato salad. For me, it's going to be F.
I'm just not sure what this is. America, explain.
I would just assume that it's just a hot version of potato salad, right? But probably without mayo.
Oh, yeah. So yeah, I am right. It's new potato salad. So that's what I was talking about, where it is just like new potatoes.
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah, and then
you're meant to that's like going an F for me.
That's good. Oh no, that's S for me. I love it. I love a new potato salad.
Cold potato salad's got to be like 10 times better because of all the mayo and all the other stuff that's in it.
No, I mean, because you can still have mayo with this. Just have it at the side, like.
But like, what's the point?
Because it's better. Because potato salad's gross, and like the mayo goes, and it's just like, and it's too much mayo, and
it's just as like weak as the potato wedges.
Fuck no, because it doesn't pretend to be something that's close to a chip. Nothing about a warm potato, like a new potato salad, is being like, I am chip adjacent, whereas a wedge is just like, your mum's like, we're not having chips tonight, I've made homemade wedges, and you're like, you're a fucking liar. That is not right. I want chips.
You know what, in this I've just realized that new potatoes isn't actually on this list.
That's because that is the new potatoes.
No,
America don't call it that.
The new potatoes is boiled potatoes.
No, no. That is new. The warm potato salad is new potatoes.
Don't look it.
Oh, I've just Googled it. You can Google it.
All right, I'm going to Google it. That doesn't look like new potato. Oh. The second one down from BBC, the next one down is called New Potato. All right.
They are new potatoes. That's what they are.
All right, fine. They're not F, but they're not higher than... Oh, where do they go? They're not higher than croquettes. They're going an A.
Okay.
From F to A. The next one is twice baked potatoes.
Basically just a baked potato with more faff, if you ask me.
It is.
I would say like taste is S, but like because the faff, it's only going in A because I'm not fucking bothering with that.
I agree. It's going in B for me because of the faff.
Because you have to cook them like a baked potato, then you have to scoop up the inside, mash it in with stuff, and just like no, that's
just
way
reminds
too much
me
effort.
of deviled eggs. Again, like you're not an egg person, but like it's the same thing. Just like, it's just a lot of faff for the same fucking thing.
Yeah. Okay, Chloe, I'm excited about this one. I think you'll be excited about this one. Roast potato.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
God, I love a
Covered
good
in gravy.
roasty. Oh, no. Don't tarnish it with gravy.
No. I want gravy with.
Look, just because you want your wine and your gravy, all right? Like, it's not for everyone.
I really regret telling this story now. I'm never going to live this down. And I know for a fact our friends are going to bully me. I think they'll maybe bully. I think Pink will be upset about how you eat a baked potato.
Yes.
But she will like just rail me for how I told off the school dinner ladies when I was 5.
Phoebe, this is the easiest S potato of the entire thing for me. This is going my absolute top rated potato for me.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, see, for me, it's going crisps, then a roasty, then
Okay.
mash.
Mine is
then a
roast
croquette.
potato, crisps, then mashed potato, then hash browns, then potato mochi, then smashed potatoes. But roasty is my absolute top. Me, my brother and sister used to fight each other like every Sunday. It would be the only time. So my brother and sister, they got a different mum to me. So we would only see them on the weekends. And we would all sit together for a Sunday roast dinner. And my nan used to cook for us every week. And she couldn't cook much, bless her, but she could make a damn fine roast potato. And we would fight each other for like the boat of roasties would sit on the table and we'd all get forks and fucking like attack until everyone had at least like 11 roast potatoes each. It was good shit.
I fucking love a roast potato, man. Love it. That's everything. Just the crispiness, mopping up the gravy at the end, getting like just keeping on picking on the potatoes even after you finish eating. Like you're so full, but you're just like taking them off and like just like still putting more on your plate.
Hell yeah! All here for it.
That and a Yorkshire pudding, and I'm in heaven.
I used to fill my Yorkshire pudding with mashed potato, have a side of new potatoes, and then have my roast potatoes. Once a week. I lived on carbs.
Carbs are friends. Carbs make you happy. Okay? This is why we love potatoes, guys. Right. Okay, the next one is French fries. So this is just, we're on to the chips.
Yeah.
And this is these are the styles of chips.
Yeah.
So these are the French fries, which is like the skinny malinky. Your
McDonald's chips.
Yeah. It's an A for me.
It's I would say a high B for me.
Okay.
It's just above scalloped potatoes for me and potato soup. It's neither here nor there. They're fine. It's kind of like the weaker of the chips for me, personally, or the weaker of the fries. Carry on.
So the next one is curly fries.
Mm-hmm.
Now, curly fries mean a lot to me.
Yeah.
Because at my student union called Maggie's, the curly fries were so fucking good. And I think that was mostly due to the fact that I was very often hungover. But like, places don't do curly fries. You don't see them very much. I actually made Chloe find us another list just so that curly fries would be on the list. Because the first one she produced was just like, no, they're not on there, pal. Yeah. So, curly fries to me, it's an S rank.
Is it your top?
No, I'll say that the crisps are not going to be beaten.
Fair. Well, I mean, listen, I put French fries in a B. Curly fries, they're going in a high A. Like, I know the only difference is that they're just curly. But that curl gives a lot of fun, okay? That puts it, that moves up an entire rank. I like fun foods. I like things that bring you a lot of packaged fun, okay?
Yeah, I said I never played with my food. I do love
yes.
Curly fries get stuck together and you have to like
makes a slinky.
Yeah, and you have to like separate them because they're like oh yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
What's the next one, Chloe?
The next one is waffle fries.
Yep.
You said yes in such a like strong confirmation. Are you putting them high? Where they're going?
They're also going an S.
Oh,
waffle
God.
fries are waffle fries slap. Waffle fries are amazing. They're surface area for, especially if they're seasoned. Like if you get like Cajun or like salt and pepper waffle fries, because they've got so much surface area for goodness. They are a booby trap of babylicious beauty.
I was wondering where that was going, and it didn't disappoint. See,
I'm just really trying to find something else for you to call call this episode other than there's no wine in my gravy.
It's too late. That's happening. The waffle fries for me. Look, I can understand your reasoning, right? But like the packed full flavorness, it's not a crisp. I'm not putting my tongue all over it to get the flavor, right? Because
you need crisp like that anyway. It's fucking
but the waffle fries are going to get real sog if you do that. So like for me, waffle fries.
sorry, they'll get soggy, but the crisps are staying really,
You
really
have a
fucking
good
dry.
bucket of crisps. You can't
I
do
didn't
it
realize
with
you
like
have the tongue of a
shit ones.
cat. Fucking hell.
Hey, a cat's tongue is really fucking coarse. You ever had a cat like lick your hand? It's like sandpaper.
Yes, Chloe. That's why I'm making this comparison, because
I've killed Phoebe. Phoebe, they're going into below the potato salad for me. They're the lowest C tier for me.
Well,
They're not
enjoy
F.
your throne of lies.
What's the next one?
The next one is steak cut fries.
Hell yeah.
I would call these like they're more like classic pub chips.
Yes. Yeah, I agree. Classic pub chips.
They're going in the S for me.
Yeah?
I just really like chips, Chloe. Really like chips.
They're going in bottom A for me.
Do you know what I love though? Like triple cooked chips.
Yes. They're not on this.
God.
The same as, so they're not on here. The same as potato waffles aren't on here. And also, like normal chip shop chips aren't on here as well. Because pub chips are different to chip shop chips.
Yeah, that's why I specified, because like those are not, yeah. Chip shop chips are very different.
Yeah, from the old chippers, the old chippy. Fucking love them chips. Those chips I can have all day, every day. The pub chips,
hear me out.
not as much.
Do you?
I don't just lick those chips. No, if that's what you're gonna ask.
No, but I do have a tongue related thing to ask about.
Oh right,
so, like when you're having chip shop chips, after a while, does your tongue like go all funny?
Are you allergic to chips?
But it's specifically like chippy chips. Like my tongue.
How much
just, like,
vinegar are you having on them?
Like I used to have none. It was just like, but it was just like your tongue goes furry, and it's just like like I don't want to have any more.
Are you like ramming them all in your face so quickly that like you're not managing to actually clear your palate before you just consume more?
It feels like it just like coats your tongue after a while.
Yeah, I guess I can see that. I can see that. Do you injure yourself with crisps?
Oh yeah, all the time.
Like where like it either like cuts you like your lips or like your tongue and stuff, and it like stings.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I could never do what you do and lick off the seasoning because I got like a geographic tongue. So like
it's well traveled.
It's just what you call it, but it's really sensitive, so it bleeds really easily.
Oh shit.
So like licking that, if I have too much of anything, my tongue will start to bleed, or it'll be angry with me.
Oh shit.
So like, yeah. So like, He's just really sensitive.
Yeah.
I got a weak tongue. It's why I'm single. Sorry. Sorry, not true. Well, anyway, moving on. Yeah, I couldn't do that because I made my tongue bleed. So I wonder if that. So yeah, I injure myself all the time.
Okay. I'm glad we found that out. Last one, Phoebe. Last potato. It's the smiley fries. It's the smiley faces.
Smiley faces. Yeah. I mean, we all did the same thing, right? We'd have peas in our plate. We'd put 2 peas in the eye holes, and then we'd put ketchup in the mouth.
Oh no!
What did you do? If you tell me you licked the smiley face,
I used to put my tongue through the mouth hole.
Why do you like this?
Because it didn't look like a face.
No.
Oh, well, I don't know about you, but that easy S tier for me.
I can't believe fucking Frenching a smiley face. Fucking McCain's over there crying in the corner. Like, I never meant for this.
Oh, fucking love me a smiley. Oh, shit.
That's so upsetting. I'm so upset. I'm perturbed.
Oh dear. Well, look, to give you a summary, right? What's in your haven't tried?
So I haven't tried latkes. I haven't tried tater tots, tornado potatoes, pierogies, potato mochi, or smashed potatoes.
All right, we've got a list of what to find for you. I've only got raw potato and pierogies.
Oh, well, I can get you a raw potato any day. Just like, go in there right now, bite into it. Don't digest it.
I got one in the fridge right now. Right.
You keep your potatoes in the fridge?
It's because they're close to like going off. So I stick them in the fridge, and then you get a few more shelf life, don't you? Don't trust me. What's in your F?
Potato soup, raw potato, and gnocchi.
Fair. Mine's just potato wedges.
I moved potato wedges up because I realized how much I hate gnocchi and potato soup.
That's fair. I mean, like, look, I don't hate potato wedges, but they're not my first choice. They're my last choice of potato. There you go. What's in C?
That's fair. C. For me, home fries, potato wedgies, and potato salad.
Damn. Mine's American style hash browns, home fries, latkes, tornado potato, Hasselback potato, potato salad, and waffle fries. B tier.
B tier. Warm potato salad, which is new potato salad, really. It's just new potatoes.
Yeah.
I really like it in the summer. I think it's great, but you know, it's not revolutionary. Crinkle cut chips. I like them, but like I would never choose them over normal chips. Hasselback potatoes. I think when done really well, they're amazing. But I've had a lot of naff ones. Scalloped potatoes. I think they're pretty much potato dauphinoise, but like without the cheese, and I want the cheese. Twice baked potatoes. We both agreed. We like them. Not worth the faff of making them. Hash browns. These ones are like the cuboid hash browns that kind of look a bit too school dinner-y for me.
Fair. Mine is French fries, the cuboid hash browns, scallop potato, potato soup, gnocchi, and twice baked potato. Quite a few similar there.
Yeah.
A tier.
A tier. Oh, I've got croquettes. I've moved croquettes down. Then I've got the steak cut fries, which we like is like pub chips because sometimes they're great, sometimes they're French fries. I do love them, but they can also be baked potato because it is amazing, but I had to move things down. And then I've got the American style hash browns because I think they're really good. And then I've got your favorite hash browns in there as well because I really do like them, but I think they can also be naff at times.
That's very fair. That's very fair. I've got curly fries, baked potato, tater tots, crinkle cut crisps, the croquettes, warm potato or new potato salad, and steak cut chips. Or the pub
Nice.
chips. And finally, do your S tier from right to left. So from your lowest S tier to your highest.
Okay, so the bottom of the S tier is a smiley face. I love a smiley face. That and some fish fingers, man.
Yeah.
That's childhood. Waffle fries. Freaking love waffle. I think I had some really good waffle fries last week, and that's what's making me be so happy. I've been dreaming about them. They were so good, Chloe. Then curly fries, because I love a curly fry and not enough places do them. This is my commission, like this is my petition to get curly fries out there and more popular again. And then mashed potato, because mashed potato is just wholesome. It's always good. If you're really not feeling well and you can barely get down foods, you're always going to be able to get down mashed potato. It's just good, wholesome food. Second from the top is the roast potato. I love a roast potato. I will always love a roast potato. My mom makes amazing roast potatoes, and I love them. And last, but certainly not least, it's the crisp. Thank you, Ireland, for inventing the crisp.
Well, I love how close our S tiers are. There's a couple of differences, but I love how many of the same type of potato that we have. So my S tier is from the bottom to the top. The bottom of my S is the smiley face potatoes. I fucking love them. I
feel like we should golf clap.
Golf clap to the smiley fries potatoes. Next up is the smashed potatoes, because it's basically just a roasty, but just cooked a bit more and flat. The potato mochi, because I fucking adore it and I want someone to make it for me properly. Mashed potato after that. I do love me a bit of mashed potato. I wish it could be injected into my veins. Hash browns after that, because I once even had a hotel buffet breakfast where I just used to make hash brown sandwiches for myself in the morning and go to work. That was fantastic. Potato crisps after that. And then my top is roast potato. So literally our two tops are just the opposite way around. I fucking love potatoes, Phoebe.
I fucking love potatoes too. This has been out. Have you got any special mentions that aren't on here that you're like, yeah, I wish I would have put this high?
Potato waffles, like the bird's eye potato waffles, is what my brain goes to immediately in the red box. And I used to have them pretty much, I think, every day before school for maybe like a year. My nan went through this whole like period of time where we would just have them. And I was obsessed. And when I was much younger, I used to pull them apart like piece by piece. So you, like literally think of a waffle shape in your head. Literally pull every linking part like apart and just have a pile of like little cubes of potato. That's what tiny Chloe would do, and then just eat one at a time.
That is fair.
I'd always be late for school.
Oh, I'm late for everything. I'm still late for everything. I'm always going to be late for everything.
That is true.
I'll say for me, the one that's missing on here, and it needs a special mention, is the tatty scone. Tatty scone's amazing.
Scone? What's that?
Potato scone.
What?
If you ever have so like in Scotland, if you were to have like a full Scottish breakfast, it's pretty much a full English breakfast, but there's a few substitutes. Like we'll always have black pudding.
Mm-hmm.
You might even have fruit pudding. I've never had it. Or white pudding. But you will have like all your meats and your tomatoes, etc. But you'll have tatty scones, maybe as well as hash browns or like instead. But tatty scones is a potato scone.
I've never heard of that.
If you look at it, Chloe, you would freaking love a tatty scone.
Oh,
I'll tell you this.
Wait. Oh, potato pancake. So, I think they've got a different name for it in Ireland. Oh, I actually forgot about this.
But you just reminded me of it by saying that you would make a hash brown sandwich, because tatty scone, like you get tatty scone like sandwiches here. So you get your bacon and like your Lorne sausage.
I don't know if I'm pronouncing it right here, but so in Ireland they have it's apparently called a box tea.
Box tea.
So BOXTY, and that's what you would have with like your fry up here, which is it kind of looks like what I just saw for Tatty Scone, but not in a very pristine condition than the ones that I saw in those images. This is more literally like a potato pancake in a round form.
Oh, that looks really nice. Yeah.
They do get another special mention. Sorry, I I've got two now. Have you got another special mention?
I actually have. Yeah. I do. Like, I also love like Spanish tortilla, where it's like the potato tortilla. I love that. Mm-hmm. That is just so good. So
do
good.
You think we eat too many potatoes?
No, the limit does not exist.
Oh, right. Shit me.
We should stop because it's a school night.
And we've spoken about potatoes for like almost an hour and a half.
I really thought when we suggested we'll just do some tier lists so we have a quick episode. But I can't
believe it.
I'm so sorry.
No, it's good.
Is, I've just missed you. I've missed you.
Thank you for podding with me. Haha, I stole your thing.
That's all right. You know, the first time I said podding, Chloe's like, I hated that. and now they're using it. So, you know. Got them. Thank you for podding with me. Thank you for listening, everyone out there. I hope you're still enjoying the podcast. If you're not, you're welcome. Feel free to send complaints or notes to explaterate@gmail.com. We love your emails, good or bad. Or if you're just trying to get us to enroll in some kind of podcast pyramid scheme, that's fine too. We'd love to hear from you. You can also find us on Twitter @Explaterate, or Kiss as we now call it. Send us all your kisses on Kiss.
XOXO.
And XOXO. Go Potato Girl. And you can also find us on Instagram and TikTok @Explaterate Podcast. Don't know why you do that because we haven't posted on it. I'll try. Don't make me laugh. We're also on YouTube, which you might already know if you're listening to this on YouTube. Who knows? But thank you, whatever you're listening on. Thank you for letting us invade your eardrums. We're claiming this territory as new Cloe land, and I tried to combine our names. No, because Cloe. New Fo. It's really hard to combine our names. I know, I hate that.
Oh, Slowy.
Oh, I hate that as well. We'll workshop it. Don't worry. Right.
New Splatland.
No, I hate that too.
Thank you for listening. We'll see you next week.
Yeah.
Bye.
Bye.